my name is Sarika Tulsiani, and today in this video we are going to discuss permutations and combinations. Before starting with the topic, let's understand the basics of factorial. Now what is a factorial? Suppose if I ask you, what is n factorial? N factorial is the product of first n natural numbers. So that means n factorial is the product of n minus 1, n minus 2 up till 1. So there are certain values and the factorials which you should know. So for example, if I ask you what is 1 factorial? 1 factorial is the product of only one natural number, or it's only one natural number. So it is nothing but 1. 2 factorial is the product of two natural numbers. So two natural numbers will be 2 into 1, which is 2. 3 factorial is the product of first three natural numbers. So that is 3 into 2 into 1, which is 6. 4 factorial is a product of first four natural numbers. So that is 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So this becomes 24. So if I ask you what is 5 factorial, correct? 5 factorial is the product of first 5 natural numbers. But can I also say 5 factorial is 5 into 4 factorial? Why? Because what is 4 factorial? 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. What is 5 factorial? 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Correct? So I can write this as 5 into 4 factorial. So this is 5 into 4 factorial is 24. So my value becomes 120. So if I ask you what is 6 factorial, I can write it as 6 into 5 factorial. So that is 6 into 5 factorial is 120. So that is 6 into 120, which is 720. Now if I ask you what is 7 factorial, 7 factorial is 7 into 6 factorial. So that is 7 into 6 factorial is 720. So 7 into 720, which becomes 5040. So this is 7 factorial. Also one more value which you should definitely know is 0 factorial. Understand 0 factorial is not 0. 0 factorial is 1. Why is it 1? We'll understand that in the further sums. But please understand for now, 0 factorial is 1. Now first, let's understand the concept of combinations. What is combinations? See, understand, combination basically means selection. Okay? Combination means selection. In this case, the order does not matter. Okay? The order does not matter. Just understand, you are selecting here. How are you going to place them has no understanding, or it does not matter at all. Now let's take an example. Suppose if I tell you I have 3 subjects ABC. Okay? I have 3 subjects ABC. In how many ways can you select 2 out of the 3? In how many ways can you select 2 out of the 3? Now understand, I have to select 2. Okay? So I can select AB, I can select BC, I can select AC. Now AB or BA, order does not matter. I just have to pick people. Okay? So AB, BC, AC. So there are 3 ways. Correct? Now suppose if I tell you I have 3 subjects, I have to select all 3. In how many ways can I select all 3? Now understand, you have only 3 people. You have to make a team of 3 people. Okay? In how many ways can you select? You can select it only in one way. That is ABC. There is only one way, because I have only 3 options. I want to make a team of 3 people, and those are the only 3 people available. So I have to select all 3 of them. So there is only one way. Okay? This is what combination means. The order does not matter. But suppose if I tell you, let's say I have 10 people. I have to select 5, or I have to select 7, or I have to select 8. In how many ways can I do that? Now writing all the combinations is not possible because it's going to take a lot of time. So here comes the formula for combination. The formula for combination is NCR, which is nothing but n factorial upon n minus r factorial into r factorial. Now what is N here? N is the total number of subjects you had. R is the number of subjects you have to select. Okay? Total number of subjects you had, and R is the number of subjects you have to select. Now in the first case, I had 3 subjects. I had to select how many? I had to select only 2. So it becomes 3C2. Okay? What is the formula? N factorial. So that is 3 factorial upon N minus R factorial. 3 minus 2 factorial, which is 1 factorial, into R factorial. R factorial means 2 factorial. So what will this become? 3 factorial is 6, we have already seen. 1 factorial is 1, 2 factorial is 2. 6 upon 2 gives me 3 ways, and hence I got 3 ways. Okay, that is the reason my answer was 3. Now in the second case, what happened? The total number of subjects I had was 3. How many did I select? I had to select all 3. So it will become 3C3. Okay? Again the formula is what? N factorial. N factorial is what? Which is 3 factorial upon N minus R factorial. 3 minus 3, 0 factorial into R factorial. R factorial is nothing but 3 factorial. So that is 3 factorial. 3 factorial is 6, 0 factorial is 1 into 3 factorial is 6. 6 gets cancelled, your answer is only one way, and hence you got only one way as your answer. Okay? So what you can do is, you don't have to write it manually, you can always use the formula and directly solve your question. Now let's look at an example of combination. Suppose if I tell you, I had 10 people and I had to select 3. Correct? I had 10 people, I had to select 3. In how many ways can I select? So my solution will be 10C3. How will you solve it? It will be 10 factorial upon 10 minus 3, 7 factorial into 3 factorial. Now understand, can I write 10 factorial as 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 factorial? What is 7 factorial? 7 into 4, 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So 10 factorial can be broken down as 10, 9, 8 and 7 factorial upon 7 factorial into 3 factorial. What happens is my 7 factorial gets cancelled. This becomes 10 into 9 into 8 upon 3 factorial is nothing but 3 into 2 into 1. So what happens? 3 ones are 3 threes are, 2 ones are 2 fours are, 4 threes are 12, 12 tens are 120 ways becomes my answer. So from this we can derive a shortcut trick. Now what is the shortcut? Understand. I had to calculate 10C3. Correct? I had to calculate 10C3. Now whatever is this number, you have to write that many digits only. Now in this case we had the number 3. So you have to write 3 numbers in the numerator, 3 numbers in the denominator in descending order. Matlab you start with 10, write 3 numbers in decreasing order. So that will be 10 into 9 into 8 and in denominator also. So you start with 3. You go back, so that becomes 3 into 2 into 1. That's it. You will get your answer. So there is no need for you to solve this entire thing, because this thing and this thing is the same. So let's take an example. Suppose if I ask you what is 9C2. You don't have to use the formula. What is the number here? This number is 2. So that means you're going to write 2 digits in the numerator, 2 digits in the denominator in decreasing order. So I will start with 9 and I will write 1 more digit. So that will be 9 into 8. Similarly, in the denominator, I will start with 2. I will write 2 digits, which is 2 into 1. So this becomes 2 ones are 2 fours are, 9 fours are becomes 36. So that is my answer. Please don't use the formula again and again, because that is lengthy and this is shorter. So for example, if I ask you what is 11C4. So this number is 4. So I'm going to write 4 digits in numerator, 4 in denominator in decreasing order. So this will be 11 into 10 into 9 into 8. Upon my denominator will start from 4. So that is 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So this is 4 twos are 8, and this 8 will get cancelled. 3 ones are 3 threes are. 11 threes are is 33. 33 into 10 becomes 330 and that becomes my answer, 330 ways. There is one more concept for combination. The concept is NCR is the same as NCN minus R. Now if you ask how, what is the formula for NCR? The formula is n factorial upon n minus r factorial into r factorial. What will be the formula for this? It will be n factorial upon n minus, this entire thing is my r. So understand, it will be n minus this entire thing, n minus r factorial into r factorial, right? So this entire thing is my r. So it will become n minus r factorial. You samjha? This is the entire thing in r, so it becomes n minus r factorial. So if I simplify this, this will be n factorial upon, if I open the bracket, n minus n plus r factorial into n minus r factorial. So your nn will get cancelled, you will have n factorial upon r factorial into n minus r factorial, which is the same as this. So NCR is the same as NCN minus R. How is this useful? We'll see in the questions first. So how do we use that concept of NCR? See, we know NCR is the same as NCN minus R. So for example, if I tell you what is 10C8? Now 10C8, this number is 8. Okay? Writing 8 digits and then cancelling it becomes very lengthy. Let's solve it from that concept also. So you have 8 digits. So you're going to write numerator and denominator में 8 digits in decreasing order. So that will be 10 into 9 into 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Similarly, in the denominator, you're going to write 8 digits starting from 8. So if I start from 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Correct? Now my 8 to 3 and 8 to 3 is going to get cancelled. What am I left with? 10, 9, 2, 1. Okay? So this will be 10 into 9 upon 2 into 1. 2 ones are 2 fives are. So my answer becomes 45. But I am saying all of this is not required, because we know this formula. 10C8 is the same as 10C10 minus 8 as per this concept. So what does this become? 10C10 minus 8 is 2. So this number is 2. It's a small number. You have to write 2 digits in numerator, 2 digits in denominator. So that will be 10 into 9 upon 2 into 1, which is the same as this. Correct? So this simplifies your sums. So when are you going to use this concept? Remember, when your rth value is more than half of your nth value, when your rth value is more than half of your nth value, you're going to use this formula. See, your 8 was more than half of 10. Half of 10 is 5. So 8 was more than 5. So you will use this conversion. See, for example, if I asked you what is 10C3, you just have to write 3 digits. So you're not going to use this formula here, because the formula will make it as 10C3 is the same as 10C10 minus 3, which is 7. Writing 7 digits is lengthy, but 3 digits is easy. So this value is less than half of 10, so you will not convert. If this value is more than half, only then you will convert. For example, if I ask you what is 12C11, the writing 11 numbers is going to be very lengthy. But we know 12C11 is 12C 12 minus 11. 12 minus 11 becomes 1. 12C1 will be 12 upon 1. That's it. So my value becomes 12. So it's as simple as that. So you can use this concept whenever your rth value is more than half of nth value. But please remember, this concept which we had seen, reducing 3 numbers in numerator, 3 numbers in denominator, and also this concept is only applicable for combinations. It is not there for permutations. Don't use it in permutations. A lot of students do this mistake. This calculation, that is, let's say 10C2, writing 2 digits in numerator, 2 digits in denominator, only applicable for combinations. Okay. See, there are certain formulas or certain values which we'll be using a lot while solving the problems. So let's look at those values. First value which we'll be using quite a bit is NC1. Okay, NC1. Now NC1, as per the formula or as per the trick which we had seen, because this is 1, you will write only one number in the numerator and 1 as it is in the denominator. So this will become N. So if I ask you what is 10C1, it is 10. What is 5C1? It is 5. What does this mean? I had 10 objects. I had to select one. Okay? I had 10 objects. I had to select one. In how many ways can I select? 10 ways. I had 5 objects. I had to select one. In how many ways? 5 ways. Simple logic. Next is NCN. NCN. If you go back to the formula, okay, it will be n factorial upon n minus n, 0 factorial into n factorial. So this will become n factorial upon 0 factorial is 1 into n factorial. This will get cancelled, my value becomes 1. NCN means what? Let's say I had 10 subjects. I had to select all 10. If I have 10 subjects and I have to select all 10, I have no option. So in how many ways can I select? Only one way. Okay, only one way. So 4C4 will be what? 1. That's it. Okay. Next value which we'll be using quite a bit is NC0. What does NC0 mean? Understand, I have n subjects and I have to select 0. I don't have to select any. In how many ways can I do that? Now see, what will happen is this will be n factorial upon n minus 0, which is n factorial into 0 factorial. N factorial it cancelled. 0 factorial is 1. So my answer will be one way. Okay? What does this mean? So if I ask you, I had 5 chocolates. In how many ways can I select 0? There is one way. I will select none of the chocolates. That is one way of selecting the chocolates. Understand? Not selecting anything is also one way of selecting. That is the reason 0 factorial is 1, it is not 0. Now, let's understand the concept of permutation. What is permutation? Understand, permutation means arrangement. Okay? Permutation means arrangement. So here, order matters. Okay? Here, order matters. There, you were just picking people. Here, you have to pick also and you have to arrange also. So if you are arranging, it becomes permutation and order is important. So let's take an example. Suppose if I had 3 subjects A, B, C, and I'm telling you in how many ways can I arrange 2. So you have to select 2 also and then you have to arrange also. So in how many ways can I arrange 2? I can have AB, I can have BA, I can have BC, I can have CB, I can have AC, I can have CA. Correct? So there are 6 ways. Again, if I tell you I had 3 subjects and I had to arrange all 3. In how many ways can you arrange all 3? So you can have ABC, you can have ACB, then you can have BAC, then you can have BCA, then you can have CAB, then you can have CBA. So there are how many ways? There are 6 ways again. There you had only one way. Here you have 6 ways. So here arrangement, order matters. Correct? But again, if I tell you I have, let's say, 10 people and I have to arrange 6 of them or 7 of them or 8 of them, it becomes very difficult to do it manually. So we have a formula for permutation also. The formula for permutation is NPR. N is the total subjects. R are the subjects you have to arrange. So that is n factorial upon n minus r factorial. So if you talk about the first case, you had 3 subjects and you had to arrange how many? 2. So this will become 3p2. So what is the formula? N factorial, n minus r factorial. So that will be 3 factorial upon 3 minus 2, which is 1 factorial. 3 factorial is 6, 1 factorial is 1. So your answer becomes 6 ways. Hence 6 ways. In this case, you had 3 subjects and you had to arrange all 3. So that becomes 3p3. Now what is the formula? N factorial, which is 3 factorial upon 3 minus 3, 0 factorial. So 3 factorial is 6, 0 factorial is 1, hence your answer is 6 ways. That is the reason you got 6 ways. Now, do you understand the difference between permutation and combination? I'll give you a very simple example. Let's say I have 15 players and I have to select 11. Okay? I have to make a cricket team of 11. So what will I do? I will use combination. Okay? So out of the 15 players, I will select 11. Once I have selected 11, I am telling you, I have to decide their batting order. That A will come first, then B, then C, then D and so on. If I have to decide their batting order, the order matters. So in that case, I will use permutation. So you have 11 players, you have to arrange all 11. So it will become 11p11, not C. So this is the difference between permutation and combination. Now like there were general formulas which you will be using a lot for combination, you have general formulas for permutation also. The first value is np1. Now as per the formula, what will np1 be? It will be n factorial upon n minus 1 factorial, correct? So can I write n factorial as n into n minus 1 factorial upon n minus 1 factorial? I can write 5 as 5 into 4 factorial, correct? So I can write n factorial as n into n minus 1 factorial. So what happens? My n minus 1 factorial will get cancelled. My answer will be n. So for example, if I had 5 subjects, I had to arrange 1. So my answer will be 5 only, correct? It's the same as combination. Arranging one subject or selecting one subject is the same thing. What are you going to arrange in one subject? It's the same as selecting. So 5p1 is 5, 10p1 is 10, 10c1 is also 10. But suppose if I ask you what is the value of npn? As per the formula, it will be n factorial upon n minus n, which is 0 factorial. 0 factorial is 1, so your answer becomes n factorial. ncn, if you remember, was 1. But npn is n factorial. So if I ask you what is 5p5, it will be 5 factorial, which is 120. What does this mean? It means I have 5 subjects and I have to arrange all 5. So arranging all 5 will give you 120 ways. And there is one more, which is np0. I have n subjects, I have to arrange 0 subjects. So in how many ways can you do that? So as per the formula, this will be n factorial upon n minus 0 factorial. N minus 0 is nothing but n factorial. So this will become 1 again. Similar to the case of combinations. Okay? So you have n subjects, you have to arrange 0. That can be done in only one way. So if you remember these values, it helps you in solving the sums quickly. So in this video, we have seen the concepts of permutation and combination. In the next few videos, we'll be solving quite a few sums on permutation combination so that you're thorough with the concepts and you're comfortable with the sums. So if you want me to make certain videos on certain specific topics, please do mention them in the comment section below. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and do subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.